Hey everybody, welcome back to the Day Night Show Matches. I am Zero Lambda, casting tonight, not with Omega, but with Covert Muffin.
Oh
Oh
yeah. Hey
yeah.
Zero Lambda, how are you doing this
How's
fine
it going?
evening?
Not too bad. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Excellent, excellent. So, tonight is the third series between Mr. Gurthang and Zrq. How are you guys doing tonight, guys?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. Everybody have a good week?
Eh.
Eh?
Huh?
I've had a sinus infection since like Friday last week
Oh crap.
until like Wednesday. It was awful,
Wow,
Sinus
so
but it's
infections.
gone now.
you're still trying to breathe then?
Yes,
Wow, it's crazy.
I'm doing better at that right now.
That's good.
Oh, good. Well,
Breathing's important.
I'm glad that you're feeling better now. That's important. So how about ZRQ? Anything to note?
I got a bad case of the heroes.
Bad case of the heroes. Hey, that's not a bad case.
Wow, I think it's wrecked my wrist, but sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset too because today my stim pack expired.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm gonna be retopping that up right now or not. Money's kind of tight this month, so that's what happens. But
30
yeah.
or 7?
what's that? Oh, I had 30.
That was bad.
Yep, had 30 days. So a month of that extra XP boost is gonna feel real weird tonight. But anyway, I digress. So, I've been thinking about something recently, and I figured this
Ooh.
would be a good for fun question for you guys before we get started. Recently, a lot of space sims have come back onto the gaming market, namely Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen. I was wondering if there were any game genres that the two of you felt were underrepresented in the industry, and what you would like to see more of. Why don't we start with Gurthang? I know that's kind of extensive, but
Not only is it extensive, but you're asking the wrong person.
the wrong person. No?
Because I'm that kid who just like didn't play all the Nintendo games when he was little because, I'm in that awkward age bracket where I'm old enough to have played all those games, but as an oldest sibling, never had any of them. So, like, I don't know anything about. I never played platformers. I never played, any of anything that came out in the late '90s, except for the original StarCraft on a whim.
Mm.
So I really like RTS games, but I never got into all the other stuff. And I had like a phase where I was into shooters in high school, and then kind of got sick of that and went back to playing RTS all the time. So I don't know what to do with myself if I'm not doing that.
Right.
That and cute indie artsy games that can be really anything they want to be.
Heroes. We can do heroes.
Well, yeah, I would get into that, but I don't have beta access right now, and I don't really feel like paying for it. So I'm gonna wait for now until like Swap and all the other people in the raid call decide that they really, 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 really want me to play.
Yeah, seems legit. Yeah. So you're content
So
now then?
I'm perfectly okay with where things are right now. If old stuff comes back and they remaster some things, and I can go back and play some of the stuff that everyone that I converse with knew as a kid or whatever, and
Oh,
I can
okay.
go back and play it and be like, oh, this was pretty kind of cool. It's a shame I missed it in the original form. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know. I'm not particularly tied down to anything.
All right. Well, that's perfectly okay. But how about ZRQ? It's your turn.
For me, it was. What was it? Probably Grand Strategy or City Builder. I guess they're pretty similar there.
Yeah. So there definitely aren't enough city builder games. I think the one that I played the most is Anno.
Yeah.
2070. I like that one a lot. And that's really the only one that's held my interest.
Righteous.
Oh. I don't know. I guess it makes sense, yeah. There aren't a lot of cities, and I mean, considering the flop of SimCity, the newest
Yeah,
one, yeah,
that's fair.
a little unfortunate, so.
I'd love to see some sort of like turn-based like 4X game, like Master of Orion 2, make a resurgence or something, because most of them are trying to do the RTS thing and not doing too well.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So cool. All right. So I think we're gonna skip over now to the map vetoes. I think you guys
Yes.
understand how rock paper scissors works. Message me in StarCraft with your answers. Battle of wits here. We'll see who comes out on top. Covert, you're not participating. And Chopper is not rock paper scissors.
Get to the chopper.
All right, so you both. Omega messaged me and says assets.
Assets.
I need more.
More assets. All right. So you both went paper.
Oh darn.
Paper made of steel does not count.
Does not better paper make, apparently. Alrighty then.
Oh,
It also
man.
wouldn't be paper by definition of what paper is.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be made of.
It would be foil.
And you were tied, rock and rock.
Oh jeez.
Yes.
Tied again.
Yes.
The mind game.
Really, you think StarCraft is the ultimate form of mind battle, but it's really rock, paper,
Rock, paper,
scissors.
scissors. And Gurthang goes rock. Zrqkyvx goes scissors.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Would you like to veto first or second?
I will veto first.
Okay.
I will veto Catalina.
So
I don't like that map.
Catalina is off.
Veto. Secret Springs.
Ring is off. Only veto, I think, one more because we need 5 maps for your guys' best of 5 tonight.
No, that's all we can veto.
I think there's 7 maps total, so I think.
We're already done.
7. Oh, we're already done. I thought there were 8.
Okay.
Ah, I
No.
counted wrong. All right.
Only 7.
Shy
So-
surprise.
ZRQ. Where are we going first?
Nope.
Gurthang vetoed first.
So he picks first.
Does he pick first? I have this
Yeah,
backwards.
it just goes.
apparently.
It just goes back and forth.
It's
so,
above
yeah.
my head, man. It's above my
You're fine.
head. All right, so back and
Also,
forth.
hi, stream. In the background today.
Yes, keep sneaking
Hey,
in.
first map will be Inferno Pools. Why not?
All right, Inferno Pools up first. Here.
Overgrowth.
Growth it is.
Vanny Research Station.
Yes.
Okay, so I start
Covert
picking the
is
maps we
very,
don't play.
Excited. Yep, got 2 more to pick.
So the last 2 we don't play, right? What is the Expedition?
Expedition lost. And that leaves Deadwing. Very last.
Oh.
I'll
Okay,
be
yeah, I'm
honest,
sure.
I can make it there. I love Deadwing.
Alright, so first Inferno Pools, Overgrowth, Vonnie, Expedition lost, and Deadwing.
Don't worry, Gurthang. We'll never get to Deadwing.
Oh, don't say that now.
Oh, shots fired! Oh,
Oh, which way is it? It's fired.
I'm
Don't
confused. Were you
survive
shooting
game
him or
4.
shooting yourself?
I think right now ZRQ might be shooting himself, which is why I said aw.
Syracuse,
It's a bonus if I make it to game 4.
See, he's upset earlier that you crushed his scissors, so now he's throwing rocks back at you.
Oh, that's really mean. Rocks hurt.
Well, it's better than throwing scissors. They're sharp.
Yes, indeed.
I suppose.
Alright, so I think we're
Even
set
a
up, guys. Go ahead and check. Make sure your races and colors are straight. And we will see you after the matches. Oop, oop. Back to normal view. Alright, just you and me now, Muffin.
Oh yeah, 0 lambda.
Oh yeah.
That was some heated conversation going on there.
Oh yeah, that was. It was. I think I'm gonna use that again. Probably. Probably tomorrow. See if I can get Anthony to put that in there. Get some brain cells moving.
I've already started trying to think of really bad puns to say to Waking Drone.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
I hope you're ready. I've made a haiku about Waking
Haiku.
Drone.
You've made a haiku about waking drones? Does he know about this?
No, not yet. I think I tried to do a haiku last time, but so we're starting off on Inferno Pools here, which is one of the 2 4-player maps available.
Yeah, little unorthodox. We don't usually see this one in the rotation. It came up first this time.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yep, it's kind of funny. I mean, the 4-player maps kind of suck 1v1. I don't like spawning
That's true.
weird spots here.
The one nice thing about this map is it's highly accessible to air, because you can sort of sneak around those sides there easily, and then there's just like so much lava or pools of acid.
Right.
If you want to take a bath.
You want to take it?
Maybe
No, that's
freshen
okay.
up a little.
I'll stick with the traditional shower that isn't the acid variety.
Excellent.
Yes. Alright, so, since you are the guest here, why don't you just start us off? Introduction.
Alright, in the bottom left corner, playing as the blue Terran, we have Zrqkyvx.
With an H. Yep.
Sound.
Top left, his opponent, spawning as a red Protoss. It is DJ's Gurthang. This is their 3rd series, so they're going up best of 5 this time.
Wow, yeah.
Yep.
I hope we see some really intense games. And it's kind of nice that we're seeing a start on a 4-player map, which is sort of like you were saying. 4-player maps are kind of hard for 1 versus 1. We don't see a lot of early cheesy play, unless it's really extreme. So maybe we'll see some sort of macro to get things kicked off.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, these 2 guys, they've demonstrated in the past that they're definitely macro-oriented. I think there was one time Gurthang went for an early strategy, and then the next game it was back to macro.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're pretty good. They want these long games. I mean, it's more entertaining to watch anyway that way, so we can see what kind of tech paths they choose. And of course, cheese is fun to cast as well. I mean, it's kind of in your face.
yeah, absolutely. And we see Zrq actually just sort of skipping his early barracks, so it looks like he's going to probably open a command center first, because it doesn't look like he's doing any weird proxy thingy.
I don't think so. He's running his SCV into the base. I doubt you're going to proxy right in front of him. But, both players are also typing, so I think that's also going to cause some issues here. But Zrq opting for the command center first.
Yeah, Zrq really trying to dethrone Gurthang by criticizing his grammar skills right off the bat.
And he's having trouble spelling, but that's okay. He should be playing StarCraft. So, what race do you play usually, Covert?
So I started off as Zerg, but I kind of got bored, and so I picked up random. So I play all 3 races actually, but I'm definitely a Zerg or a Protoss player.
Okay.
By nature. Whenever I get Terran, I just try and do a really weird gas play, like 2-cloak Banshee or something like that, and just be a total jerk.
Two cloak, double cloak Banshee.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So double port Banshee on 1 base, and then you just expand twice.
That's pretty great. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it kind of catches people off guard usually, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like to build my expand foundations off of tiers 0 lambda. I find that's very good for nurturing
Tears.
early. Yeah.
Tears. They taste so
Looks
good.
like Gurthang actually hasn't thrown down an expansion yet, but we see a probe sort of dancing around at his natural.
Yep, I think he wants to figure out, see if Zrq's expanding here, and he has seen the expansion, so I think he's going to drop that himself, wait for the 400.
Oh wow!
Doesn't want this SCV to deny him though, so he's kind of waiting.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, huh. Yeah, it's weird. He was chrono boosting. Oh,
Oh no!
I I don't
I
think he's
see-
going for an early expand.
I see 4 gateways here, Covert. I think,
Oh man.
I think you know
You're-
very well what this means.
Yeah, your counting skills are quite impeccable. We see kind of a weird play having an early 2 gas with this 4 gate. But maybe he'll try getting out some sentries for some nice force field play. But I do actually really like this from Gurthang because you'll notice that the ramp leading up to Zrq's natural is actually really wide and hard to defend early on.
Yep, and Zrq's trying to throw down some supply depots, going to try and cover that up, but supply depots don't have that much HP, especially versus a, you get an early push going. You can easily focus one of those down. It's nothing like a bunker.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's a really good point.
But honestly, though, Zrq may be in pretty good shape. He's got 3 barracks right now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
He's pumping out. Yep.
Yeah, marine build times are really low. They're the 25 seconds where warp gate, you can only warp in like every 30 seconds. So not only does he have the defender's advantage, but he can also sort of swarm out numbers to combat this 4 gate.
Yep. Zrq scouting here on the right side of the map too as well. So he's trying to see if there's anything sneaky going on, but it's going on in Gurthang's base. 2 sentries rolling across the map now. And warp tech is done. Stalker's warping in.
Gurthang building a proxy gateway at Zrq's golem base. What is going on?
I'm very impressed with Gurthang right now. We never see anything like this out of this guy. He's always macro, always.
Oh man! Oh, Zrq saw that no natural went down.
Yeah, he did.
So I don't think he's going to be expecting this. Wow.
No. Oh no, there are a lot of Marines here though. Hopefully these sentries could throw down some Guardian Shield, but Zrq has high ground vision. Oh, he's going to run for the bunker. The bunker's going to burn and blow up here.
Oh, wow!
No time to repair. Oh my god, Gurthang hitting so hard with his attack. All the Marines except 1 going down. He's going to escape, but that's not going to matter. Stalkers are in the base.
Yeah, that Guardian Shields from that sentry did so much work at mitigating a lot of that damage.
Yeah,
That was really, really cool to see.
Yep, moving in on the natural now, taking out both the both the mules. All the rest of the SCV is going to pack down this command center. Zrq's in big trouble right now.
Wow. Yeah. Not only did he lose his natural base, but we see Gurthang now establishing this gold base right out front of Zrq's main.
Yep, Gurthang's getting the gold. No probes there to take advantage of right now. He's too focused on the front, but honestly, that doesn't matter. Zrq's got a bunch of forces up here at the top of the ramp, too. He's got a bunker ready. It's going to be a little hard for Gurthang to break. So
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna try and force field away the repair. SCV can't quite get in there, but he needs a little bit more damage. He's gonna lose the Stalker. Lost 1.
Yeah,
Marauders
Gurthang's
are out. Scary.
having his army split up isn't really able to pressure this ramp too much, and it looks like Zrq's going to try and move down to reestablish. But I really like this move from Zrq, taking that island base, knowing that an early 4 or /5 gate coming out of Gurthang, there's not really much he can do to pressure this island down here.
Yep, it's pretty great. Guaranteed mineral income. No air units here for Gurthang, unless he checks over there with his mothership core. But
Oh yeah,
he's totally unknown to him.
You could say that base is quite covert.
Covert. Oh, I don't see any muffins there though.
Oh, not yet. Instead of building a barracks, they might accidentally build a bakery.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they start with the same letter.
No, this is the wrong hotkey.
Oh no!
Gurthang moving up again. Zrq getting pulled forward. Got some sentries here, so this Guardian Shield's potential.
Oh man!
But this time Zrq has Combat Shield. These Marines aren't going to die as quick, and he's got a couple Marauders in the mix now.
No, it's so true.
Yep, trying to split the army up. Oh man, that still hurts so bad, Gurthang pushing forward.
Yeah, wow, Gurthang's Stalker count is really, really high.
Really high. It's pretty scary for Zrq right now. He's got high ground vision with a Mothership Core. Can't quite snipe that off.
Oh, it's good! Wow, Gurthang's aggression is relentless at this ramp. It's so hard to try and establish stability in this case.
Yep, he's pushing up real hard. These supply depots going down. He's going to start working on the production buildings. There's not a lot of army left here for Zrq. Pulling the boys. SCV's coming out. Going to try and run interference, but it's kind of futile at this point. There's a lot of army in here. I mean, there's a chance with this base on the island, but he's bleeding out workers now.
Yeah, it looks like a RoboCop was accidentally made into an SCV instead of some sort of hybrid marine, unfortunately.
Something like that. Tried to run in there, didn't do so hot. Yeah, barracks is going to fall. Marines in production are going to get canceled. Zrqkyvx trying to make up the deficit here with mules and using the energy on his command centers, but he's got to take care of the immediate problem.
Yeah, wow, and we see Gurthang even floating, boasting over 1,000 minerals in the bank. He's just like, even if Zrqkyvx was able to clean this up, he just has so much in the bank that he could just resupply this just so quickly.
Yeah, he's way behind here. I think we're going to see the GG in a few moments. Tech lab going down now. Stalker's working away in these production buildings. There's not really anything left Zrqkyvx can do.
No, not too much. I do like what Zrqkyvx is doing here and just sort of getting his macro still underway. He's still building units out of his barracks, even though the game is kind of...
How many gates this time, he asks. Let us count the ways. 77. Oh, okay. A little bit unintentional control there, but yeah, Zrqkyvx calls a GG. Gurthang takes map 1 quite handily here with a quick aggression. And very, very interesting. You know, he's usually all about that macro. I'm surprised that he opted for this time.
Yeah, it's always really impressive when we see players playing through a series and then they just try and sort of like slightly adjust their style in order to
Oh no.
maybe possibly
Zrqkyvx threatening the long game here.
We see Gurthang has a Stargate though. Maybe he'll. Oh, yeah. Here comes the Void Ray. Oh, his supply block though.
Oh no. Yep, Void Ray can't quite get out there. Gurthang's got a supply block on his hands, but yeah, everything's down. Zrqkyvx left, and he left the game.
Gurthang clinches game 1 with some nice 4-gate aggression.
Yep. Quick start to the best of 5. It was only a 15-minute game. Pretty good.
Wow, yeah.
So, no, I'm very impressed at the different, a little bit out of his comfort zone, I'd say, for Gurthang.
Yeah, that was I always like to see some sort of early aggression in the first game, because either the aggression wins and then the person who's sort of used to going up against an early macro style is sort of dethroned, and so they might second guess themselves. So I hope Zrqkyvx is able to sort of keep his mental checklist under control and be able to only slightly adjust instead of trying to return some crazy early aggression.
Yeah, you don't want to overreact to it. I mean, there's still few games in the series. There's still total. You know, there's a whole bunch of potential for him to be able to take this back. But
yeah.
You know, these guys play together a lot too, so it was great. I mean, at least the last couple show match series anyway. I don't know if they play off air or not. But Gurthang and Zrqkyvx know they both go for macro builds, and Gurthang switching that up was pretty brilliant. I mean, he's expecting Zrqkyvx to to open some kind of macro build. Zrqkyvx thought it was safe enough to go command center before his barracks, so. But caught him off guard there. So waiting on Gurthang just for a minute. He's going to take a quick break, and we'll get into game 2. Next map is Overgrowth, actually.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about Overgrowth PvT?
So Overgrowth is kind of interesting. I really like to see gateway heavy builds out of Protoss on Overgrowth because the areas inside the map are really wide. All the ramps are really wide. There's lots of like negative space where nothing's really going on. So like Zerg loves Overgrowth because it's really easy to swarm enemy armies. Yeah. So really interesting build that Protoss can do is just sort of go for a heavy zealot builds and then spend their gas either on archons or immortals or some sort of air, and sort of taking advantage of that zealot swarm is really fun to watch and really fun style to play. Yeah,
definitely. With all the bases snaking together too, there are plenty of choke points for gateway units and stuff like that. This is a great map for aggression both ways. So.
Absolutely. How about the Terran? What do you think of
Terran? I like drops on this map because there is that area outside of the main base that you can't really see unless you're paying attention to it. You know, if you look at the main base and you look down and there's that airspace right there. I mean, usually a Protoss will drop a either a pylon or a photon cannon there. I mean, at least me as a Protoss will do that. You know, I'm really nervous, especially versus Terran. They can just fly up in there. And... But
Yeah, that's a really good point, because we see that trying to take a third base as Protoss is actually really easy to threaten with drops, because if he builds at that wide left range, or right range in this case, he can just fly over to the natural and drop it, or just drop the main in the other third.
oh yeah, definitely. All right, go ahead and start us off one more time here.
All right, in the top right corner, we have our blue Terran. Hopefully he can come back and threaten Gurthang with some beautiful play. We have Zrqkyvx.
And on the bottom left, his opponent taking game one handily with some early stalker aggression. Spawning as a red Protoss is Gurthang from Clan DJ. Got that nice day-night icon there.
Oh yeah, that Gurthang.
Gurthang.
He's got that thing.
That Gurthang. Oh, we're dorks. Awesome.
Looks like Zrqkyvx is welcoming some more gateway aggression out of Gurthang.
Yep. Yeah, he's egging him on now. He's I don't know. I think he was a little upset with the gateway count last time. 77 gateways. I would really be threatened too.
Yeah. I don't even know how you would produce out of 77 gateways simultaneously.
Yep.
Spend 7,700 minerals all at once.
So Gurthang here. Gate first.
Yeah, another gate first play. I really like this out of Protoss, because even if he does go for that early econ, he can get out an early Zealot Stalker and sort of bait any early Reaper, any early Proxy 2 gate. It's really versatile and really safe play. And then also, if he wants to switch it up and just go early aggression instead of an early natural, he also has that available in his toolkit.
Yeah, definitely it's safer against Terran too. You know, they like to run in with 2 or 3 Marines and kind of pick on you. And Zealots are pretty beefy early game.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Looks like Gurthang's also opening up an early 2 gas, 2 probes in each gas, so probably see some sort of early tech play maybe.
I don't know if Zrqkyvx noticed that at all, but Cybercore going down, so he's not pushing for the gates early on this time yet. I don't think. But Gurthang did get, you know, he sees that Zrqkyvx's got his base blocked off, and there is no expo yet. So Zrqkyvx has learned his lesson from last game.
Ooh. Oh, we see a nice proxy pylon out of Gurthang. I think he might be trying to hide something, Zero Lambda.
I wonder what he could be hiding. Oh, we got a Stargate going down.
Oh,
it's not a
yes.
proxy Stargate, it's a Stargate in the base, so maybe he's opening early Phoenix?
Yeah, it's entirely possible. It looks like he hasn't ramped up that gas production to 3 in each, so I'm a little wary as to what he might build first.
I see. And what Gurthang now sees.
See?
Zrqkyvx trying to sneak the gold here early on, and Gurthang running by and finding it. Zrqkyvx calling GG? Smiley face?
Oh, and he canceled the command center!
He canceled it, yet. Grabbed 1 gold chunk before he left, and Gurthang's gonna come back up here, check, and find the... Yeah, nothing there.
Oh, and he's opting to build a safer command center. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Unfortunately now, though, that's set him back a little bit because there's an Oracle on the way from Gurthang.
Oh.
Yeah. This isn't proxy, so it's not going to get there as fast, so Zrqkyvx can potentially have some decent defenses, but all the Marines are leaving.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this is tragic.
They're all leaving the base.
He's moving out the Marines to take out the proxy pylons.
Yeah, he knows the pylons are there. Nothing at home to defend against this. This Oracle's going to do terrible damage.
And Gurthang making a really nice play with just taking his natural behind this. He knows that Zrqkyvx canceled his command center, so he's definitely not behind an economy by any means necessary.
Oh yeah, for
Having
sure.
this early Oracle to sort of keep Zrqkyvx from moving out is really nice tactic.
Yeah, he spotted this pylon on the map, and his Marines are way on the western side as this Oracle slips in. He's going to pop one 2, 3. Zrqkyvx, wake up. 5, 6 SCVs, 7, 8, and 9.
Wow.
Massive damage here for Gurthang.
400 minerals of SCVs just evaporated just like that.
Yeah, he's gonna fly right over here, unhindered. There's 1 Marine, 2 Marine. Took 1 down. He's gonna chase these SCVs away. 10, 11 so far. Zrq is not mining right now.
Wow.
Massive economic damage.
And just those like spare few seconds of the SCVs being pulled away really far from their own mineral patch is really, really devastating.
Yep, early game it's massive, and you know Zrq could use some of this energy on mules and get caught up, but I don't know. There we go. Mules coming down.
That's
Should make up some of it, but Gurthang's already got his natural base established here. He's working on getting the front wall up. He's got a good chunk of stalkers, and this Oracle escaped with 12 kills.
Wow.
12 kills.
That's incredible.
That's pretty great.
The one really nice thing that I will say about Zrq is that he does have his natural established now. So even though he lost so many SCVs, it's actually going to be pretty quick to repopulate everything.
This mule in the natural was dropped without a target. It's just sitting there.
No! I do that all the time.
Oh no, he missed the mineral patch and he's just kind of on a coffee break.
Get to the minerals.
Zrq losing potential income there.
Oh.
That's pretty crazy considering how far he is behind economically right now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Natural coming up with a bunker. He's getting back in the game, but you know, Gurthang is almost double his supply.
Wow.
At this point, it's 27 workers to 16.
Wow, that's pretty insane lead.
Looking
like
pretty rough for Zrq right now, but there's still time. There's still time.
That is very true. One thing that I would really like to see Gurthang do is he knows he's so far ahead economically and army-wise that he could probably just establish like an early third at the 10 or 11 minute mark and defend it like no problem.
Yep, that'd be great.
Yeah.
These Phoenixes, these Marines are ready for this time. He's gonna lose all these if he's not careful.
Oh, it's really nice watching those Phoenixes. It's really easy to lose focus of them and just suicide them all.
Yep, little dent on the shield. He's gonna fly right over the missile turret. He's gonna lose 1 Phoenix. Half of...
He picks up a mule, but at the loss of an early Phoenix.
Yeah. Not really too much of a... That's not the kind of trade you want. But no, it was a good attempt. Zrq was waiting. Gurthang's gonna bring the Phoenixes home. But he's got both his gases on the natural now. One of them isn't quite full. But it should give him huge gas lead over Zrq. Robo facility going down, that's a good choice too. You get Immortals versus Terran, those armored units, Marauders.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Not so great versus Marines. You kind of want splash damage for those, but...
No, that's fair. We see Zrq moving his bio army out. Maybe he's scouting for more proxy pylons with his entire army here.
Just checking around. Known proxy spots there. Gurthang dropped one earlier. He took that out. Just checking again, making sure. Oracle.
150 energy this time.
On the move.
That's a lot of SCVs you can kill.
Yeah, there's a missile turret here now, though, so the Reign of Terror won't last as long, but... Kind of scary. He's looming again. Zrq's army is away from the base.
That is certainly true. The one nice thing we see out of Zrq is that he does have stim done at this point in the game. And so, even if this Oracle does do some work denying buildings and stuff, he has the vital tech that he needs in order to get this bio army to trade really effectively against a gateway strong army that we see out of Gurthang.
Oracle, good choice this game. He's picking off Marines as they pop out of the barracks, and... No, don't go that way. Almost one-shotted.
Oh!
There you go.
Really nice revelation there on the bio army.
He's going to be able to see the movement of this army for, I think it's 120 seconds, 2 minutes, something pretty crazy like that.
In the Terran's eyes, it's way too long.
Way too long, yep. Can't sneak around now. Leg speed on the way for Zealots.
Yeah, and the really nice thing is we see Zrq stabilizing, actually. He's throwing down a lot of barracks. And he has his starport up, so he can start throwing on that drop harassment.
Yep. Definitely closing the supply difference here. He's still 10 workers behind, but
Yes.
mules are going to change that. And yep, Robotics Bay going down. We're going to see some Colossus this game, definitely, against the Bio.
Yeah.
That's a perfect choice, perfect choice.
Oh, and Zero Lambda, we see my dream come true. We see Zealot Charge finish up from Gurthang.
Zealot Charge. Zealot Charge and Colossus on the way.
Yes.
Zrq, though, he smells something. He's going to poke down here at the third. He's going to find lots of juicy pylons and a Nexus constructing.
Oh, wow. And we see both players actually not really getting started on any sort of upgrades. We see that Gurthang has an early +1, but Zrq hasn't really... Ooh, nice deny on the third there.
Little engagement there. Marines running in. Stimming down. Less health. Zealots kind of pick him up, but... Did force deny this Nexus, so Gurthang's going to have a little longer where he's without a third base. Zrq's gonna head home.
Yeah, Zrq doing the really smart thing and not directly engaging the Protoss army here. If he had directly engaged, yeah, he might have traded evenly, but Gurthang's been pretty ahead all game in terms of tech and income.
Yep, but denying that third base is smart. He wants to get his third base before Gurthang does. And it looks like at that point it could be done about the same time. So,
yeah.
I mean, he's effectively reset the lead that Gurthang had. I mean, if you look at the overall supply too, army supply is favoring Zrq.
Wow, wow, that's so impressive that Zrq was able to stabilize and come back like that. And albeit having one missile turret in each mineral field really effectively shut down any continued aggression from Gurthang's deadly Oracle and Phoenix.
Yep, Oracle harass no longer too much of a problem. Ooh, Gurthang. Not painted. Not gonna micro his Phoenix.
Oh, does he see it? Does he see it?
Oh, wake up. Didn't quite lose one. No, super low.
Ooh. Ooh, nice revelation so we can see any sort of quirky play that Zrq might break out.
Warping in more Zealots. Extended Thermal Lance is now complete, as well as starting +2. So these Colossus are not going to feel very good. These Marines have Combat Shield, but Zrq is only just now starting on +1 weapons.
Wow. Yeah, that's really late upgrades.
Upgrade lead is going to be detrimental to Zrq here in a direct engagement, but he's moving down again. Gurthang knows where he is. He can see him on the mini-map.
I really like this. Zrq's sending a small batch of units to the top left corner to make sure that Gurthang isn't trying to do any sort of backside aggression here. It's a really nice scout.
Yep, double checking. Checking his back door. Make sure it's locked. Always nice. You don't want to get robbed by some sneaky DTs.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like Zrq's going to allow Gurthang to stabilize on that third base, saying, "Hey, you know what? I also have my third base up at full. Bring it on."
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, what?
Ooh.
Oh, this Oracle, this pesky Oracle dancing around the army. Oh, and it goes down.
Finally goes down, but definitely got its money's worth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that Oracle was really nice because it not only gave a good scout, but also we saw Zrq pull his entire army to try and deal with it.
Engagement here, 2 Colossus gonna burn this army. Zealots moving in to tank everything, and they're just gonna get... Oh, time warped.
Man!
Stim not worth it at this point.
Look at that Zealot spread. Oh, that was so beautiful. And the Colossus and Stalkers and Sentries just cleaning up behind this. We see the Zealots chasing down the Bio army.
No crazy. Zealots are going to charge in. They're going to pick these units off as they head home, ultimately.
Wow.
Colossus just moving forward. They got crazy range now. There is no armor here against this +2 attack from Gurthang. He's got a nice upgrade timing.
Oh my goodness. And we see these Phoenixes also doing some nice work on the medevacs. The Bio army trying to stay alive from the Zealot and Colossus aggression, and then the Phoenix is just cleaning up those medevacs.
Colossus outranging the bunker, going to take that down. There's no wall here now for Zrq. The Protoss is knocking at his door, pushing right into the natural, completely not even checking for the third base. He knows he doesn't need to.
We just looking at the upgrades shows even more devastating. During that engagement, Gurthang was up 2-1-2, whereas Zrq was only at +1 attack weapons for his Bio army.
Crazy. 23 SCVs died there. The entire natural obliterated. Oh man, Gurthang has high ground vision now. The Colossus doing work, wiping out the entire army. Zealots moving in and working on the production now. This is looking tight.
Oh man, yeah, pushing up all the way into the main. This is really, really rough. Gurthang, Zrqkyvx did keep that natural orbital alive, but not sure how much good that'll.
Yep, he's fallen pretty far here from the top. Production is in jeopardy. Zealots are picking off the Marines as they go. I mean, it's just his minerals are diminishing so fast that he's trying to rebuild here.
Zealots becoming the new Zergling.
Yeah, definitely. Zrqkyvx GG's. Gurthang taking game 2 pretty handily as well. Wow, very solid play from both players. It's pretty good. Zrqkyvx coming back like he did, but just wasn't enough in the end.
No, yeah, that was very impressive by Zrqkyvx to come back, and it looks like Gurthang's just cleaning up.
Yep.
Game 2 goes to Gurthang.
Yep, Colossus, good unit, man, especially versus Bio.
Yeah, and we also saw that Marine and Marauder line unable to shred the swarm of Zealots when they engaged them in that open area.
Oh, that's so painful. I mean, the +2 versus the 0 armor makes all the difference. I mean, they have that 10 extra HP from combat shield, but there's nothing to defend it.
Oh, it's so true.
Yeah. Gurthang shouting, "Let me get a drink." Omega responding, "You got it."
Get the drink!
Get to the kitchen! Get to the kitchen right now! Now!
Get the glass! Don't use your hands!
Get the water!
Get the glass!
Get the water in the glass right now!
What is good for hydration?
I'm here to pump you up. I never actually watched that documentary with him. I need to go back and do that.
Oh man.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, Gurthang's on a winning high, says Zrqkyvx.
Yep, Gurthang up 2-0 over Zrqkyvx now. They're still... Zrqkyvx could swing back, take the next 3 games, and this could be a total table flip.
Yeah, man.
Still potential. I mean, it's best of 5. There's still a couple games. I mean, Gurthang only needs one map to seal the deal, but Zrqkyvx could easily counter the early aggression with something crazy, proxy barracks or even early Banshee. I mean, we noticed that Gurthang never techs down the robo path unless it's later in the game, and he knows there's going to be a lot of bio. Early game, that'd be painful for him.
Yeah, it'd be so devastating. And then if he went for that early starport play on a 1 base, he could also get up a Viking to deal with any sort of early gas Stargate play coming out.
Yeah. Viking too. I mean, if he does notice that Gurthang has an observer somewhere, he can just scan it, pick it off with the Viking, and continue.
Yeah, because one really impressive thing that's come out of both players is that they've been scouting really aggressively early on for hidden bases, for hidden tech, for hidden pylons. It's been really impressive out of all of these players, just how much information they're getting, which is really powerful.
Yep, it's pretty great. I mean, they're getting better at scouting too. I remember these guys back a couple series ago.
Oh yeah.
The games were running long. They were kind of indecisive and stuff like that, but they're just they know what they need to do by now. Mechanics are solid.
Yeah. And we saw another early aggression play come out of Gurthang, but we saw Zrqkyvx really deal with that well and make really smart decisions early on to reestablish themselves and stabilize. So hopefully
that comeback. I mean, that was almost a complete opposite. He could have steamrolled Gurthang if he had gotten. If he had spied the Colossus tech or something a little earlier with his scan. He scanned a little further out from the base. So I mean, it was totally possible he could have caught that and quick drawn down a starport with a reactor. I mean, honestly, Gurthang, he didn't even have more than 2 Colossus, so he may not have even needed the reactor. Maybe just 2 Vikings would have sealed that deal there.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yep.
Oh yes.
All right. So spawning us up in the top of the map. It is our blue Terran player. Needs some faith for a comeback here. It is Zrqkyvx.
And in the bottom, we have our player hoping to clinch this entire series in this last game. Up 2-0, it's Gurthang.
Nice.
There's a certain mysticism when you just start whispering things.
Right. Yes, there is. Indeed, there is.
They're building workers. Oh my goodness. Can I just say I love this map?
Yeah, this map, it's pretty crazy. A lot of open space.
Yeah.
You know, ideally it's better to have air on this map, so you can cross the distance faster, but there's so much room for ground army here. Protoss is kind of screwed as far as choke point goes for sentries, unless you get near all the ramps. It may be rough for Gurthang this round, especially with Zrq, the way his macro is. He's pretty good at getting a huge amount of Marines there. So.
Yeah, and we see that was a really good point. That there's a lot of open space once again in this map, and not only that, but it's actually really far distances. Like on 4-player maps, it's not just that there are 4 bases, but also the distances between bases is usually larger than in a lot of 2-player maps. So we see here in Vani Research Station, the map is actually kind of narrow. It's asymmetric and narrow. So early aggression is actually at a pretty big disadvantage. It gives the opposing player another 10 to 15 seconds in order to be able to get up the defenses they need.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the extra distance, it's not very good for rushes. I mean, if you want to get over there and do a proxy, distance won't stop you, but not everybody's going to proxy on this map. They're worried their opponent's proxying or going error or something here.
Yeah.
But Gurthang, no gas yet. Moving right into Cyber
yeah.
Core.
Yeah, Gurthang not even going for an early scout. He just boldly plants a gateway, plants a nexus, plants his core, and then is going to throw down that double gas.
Upgrade complete.
Gas down now, expecting the second one a little later than normal here because he does have a second nexus going down. Zrq knows this. He could use this to his advantage. He knows exactly what's going on now. He's getting a reactor on his barracks. He could build another barracks or 2. He's got mules coming out, going to get an extra boost to mineral income. He could easily take advantage of this stab a knife into Gurthang's game here.
It's a really interesting decision out of Zrq to get that early reactor instead of an early tech lab. He does have that early gas established. Ooh, we see a factory come down. Wow, that is an early factory.
Zrq opting for the safer route. He's not going to push in an attack. He's got his own command center coming down for a natural. And yeah, factory. Widow mines. Oh, I hate them as a Protoss player.
Oh, that would be so devastating.
Yep, it's rough. I mean, that bonus to shields, it was just engineered for Protoss. You know it is, man. You know it is.
Oh, if he went Widow Mine, that would also be a really smart transition, because out of Gurthang, we haven't really seen him get a lot of detection-based units like observers. And we saw that one Oracle last game.
Yep.
But that being said, he didn't really ever use it as a defensive purpose, but more for scouting and trying to get pick-off workers.
Yeah, that could very well potentially be a huge problem here. And we don't usually see Zrq going Hellion, so the second we see that factory, it's Widow Mines.
Yeah.
He likes Widow Mines. He's getting a starport too. This is potentially a drop.
Oh, yeah. I would
drop.
love to see a Widow Mine drop here.
It's going to be great. He knows the natural is there.
What?
Protoss, if you don't have to, you don't want to spend minerals in photon cannons. You want some army, because Protoss is slow to get rolling in early game.
Oh, that's so true.
You want as much army as you don't want to build army, but versus a Terran, you're kind of scared.
If you think about it, like command center energy use instead of Nexus energy use, when you use energy from a command center, you spawn a mule. What does the mule do? It just automatically increases your income. Whereas if you chrono boost out probes, you're going to get a higher income ramp. But that being said, you're spending more minerals quicker on economy. So that's less minerals for tech, less minerals for cannons, and less minerals for an army.
Yep, all you're doing with chrono boost is you're borrowing time from the future.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
exactly.
you get those minerals faster, but, ultimately that kind of tips the scale. They run out a little
Yeah.
more quicker than that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. Here's the
Oh.
drop. Loading up here from Zrq. I like this. This is a good mix-up in his game.
Oh, man. We see the TC come down by Gurthang, and he's going for an early blink play. Oh, the double forge! Oh, it's going to be a little too late. Oh, man, look at the position of the forges, too. They're a single pylon in deep, dark reaches of his natural expansion.
Yep. This is going to be painful for Gurthang. He's going macro. He wants to sit back. He wants to get his stuff up. He does have blink on the way, so there's a potential for a sick defense here, but it's not going to be done in time. This drop's going to hit. He's going to drop the Widow Mines here. Gurthang needs to pay attention.
Throw the
Widow Mine.
Oh, there goes one. Oh, it only picks up one probe, though. Here come the stalkers.
Now there are Widow Mines in his base. Oh, he got 3 more probes there with that one.
Oh,
all those Marines lost their lives.
Really nice pickup on that medevac. Not only getting a bunch of Marines, but also taking out the transport system for those Widow Mines. And we see the one weakness to Widow Mines, buildings.
Yep. And Gurthang is constructing a photon cannon right in front of that. But not before these Widow Mines recharge one more time. Just gonna hit the gas.
Yeah, and also something that's really subtle is that we see Gurthang spreading out his stalkers, which is actually really smart play.
Yep, definitely want to do that versus explosion damage here, but ultimately Widow Mine's going down. There is detection in the natural base now, but Gurthang lost a lot of that extra mining time. Zrq's pulling ahead with the mules. Income looking really good for him right now. He's dropping another starport, probably. Oh no, command center, excuse me. That's not a starport. What am I talking?
Oh yeah, we see Zrq being even ahead in supply, and we see some siege tank coming out by Zrq and lots of Marines with a Marauder to back it up.
Yep.
One thing that we see out of Gurthang that we don't see out of Zrq is early double upgrades. Because he has his Twilight Council, he can easily get really far ahead and a huge advantage with his gateway force.
Yep, definitely looking to get ahead. I think he expects by the time +1/+1 finishes here, he wants to push in and do some damage. He's getting an itchy trigger finger. He wants to make something happen. He's got blink. He could blink up into this base right behind these Marines, but this is a death wish here. This is siege tank waiting. Oh, not a good idea. Oh, he blinks in anyway.
Wow, the Marines are there to trap all the stalkers. Oh man, this is devastating.
Blinks on cooldown. These stalkers, they escape, not without heavy losses.
Wow, and he actually
lost 4 stalkers there for free.
Yeah. That being said, that was a lot of stalkers lost, but we actually don't see too much resources being lost. Even though Gurthang's behind by economy and army, we see that he has 4 sentries with really high energy at home, and his +1/+1's about to finish, which will totally devastate this 0/0 bio army if he decides to move out without any sort of medevac to heal him up.
Gurthang, he's going double robo. He knows Zrq likes bio. He's gonna crank out these Colossus 2 at a time. This is gonna hurt. Zrq needs to hit now.
Yeah.
Yeah. +1's gonna finish by the time he gets across the map. Oh, he can deny this base too if he does this right. This is gonna hurt for Gurthang.
Oh man, one thing we see Zrq, he's ahead by 40 supply, which is absolutely insane. And we see him checking for bases. He's gonna hit this 3rd base at a really nice time.
And reinforcement. Look at all that blue streaming across the map.
Oh man, look at those reinforcements.
Yeah, Zrq looking pretty solid. He's going to engage piecemeal here, though. He needed everything here at once. Almost killed his own medevac by mistake. He's gonna pick away here. Force field's going down, splitting the Marines in half. Zrq managed to get away. Minimal losses so far. Siege tank is up now. He's got a position behind these Marines.
Wow, I really like the siege tank. And we see Gurthang spending so much resources in that early double robo without really high returns, and these double upgrades are sort of actually acting against him. He's really short on army because he just invested so many resources.
Yeah, he pushed a lot into tech. There's a Widow Mine here too now, so you can pull him back potentially. Photon Overcharge goes down before the Mothership Core does. Picked up the Mothership Core there. Siege Tank's still doing work on these Stalkers. Stalkers haven't picked it off yet. Finally going down. Marines pushing back in. Reinforcements streaming across the map in a perfect single file line. This Gurthang, he's on a slippery slope backwards here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we saw all those Stalkers blink forward to pick off the Siege Tank, but then he didn't micro them backwards and losing almost all of them to that really nicely placed Bio Army by Zrq. And the map is Zrq's to take. We see him establishing a third behind this really safely, and he's just streaming reinforcements nonstop. The Terran macro is strong.
Oh yeah, Terran macro is strong. I mean, he's pushing into his own third after denying a lot of mining time here at Gurthang. So, he's in a very, very commanding position. But you have to remember too, Gurthang has more upgrades, and now he's got Colossus on the way.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a really good point, Zero Lambda. We see this double Colossus production coming up, and Zrq's going to try a Doom Drop into the main, but one thing Gurthang also has is a lot of gateways up to be able to warp in an army to give those Colossus the meat and support they need. And I think you're absolutely right, those upgrades are going to do work.
Yeah, it's going to do a lot of work here. Zrq, no, you don't want to do that. There are a couple cannons here.
Oh man, here we go.
He's going to drop in. This cannon's going to... actually, they're going to fall pretty quick. Colossus moving down, though. There is no range yet.
Yeah, look at that Zealot warping. Wow, soaking up all that Marine damage while the Colossus are just going in and doing work. Ooh, wow.
Yep, losing 2 Colossus here real fast. There's no range, so easy pickings.
Oh man, we see the other side of the coin. When you lose that gateway army, the Colossus are so vulnerable.
Yep, he's going to deny. +3. +3's going
What
down.
does he do? Oh.
Wow. Pretty good here. Good pick by Zrq. Lost a lot, but it did some decent damage. Gurthang's he's lost more than Zrq in resources now.
Yeah, we see that pickup actually didn't deal crippling damage to Gurthang, but what we did see is Zrq just extending his lead on map control by taking out Colossus, taking out that upgrade to +3 attack. He really delayed the Protoss army from being able to form that death ball that Gurthang was able to form last.
We got a cheeky tank here. Bait the Stalkers into the Widow Mine, but sacrificing its life there for a couple probe kills.
Oh man.
There's another one moving forward.
Man, Zrq has so many medevacs too. Even if he deals so much damage with his bio army, he's just able to heal up endlessly.
Yep, Photon Overcharge going down again. Zrq probably wants to drop these extra units out of his medevac, but
does
pick off
this Nexus.
Yep, does pick off the Nexus pretty easy there. But there we go, dropping the extra units. Gurthang now, he's in trouble. He needs to figure something out here fast. He's got a forward Zealot run by prepared here at the top of the map, but death is knocking on his door.
Yeah, we see some nice cannons at Gurthang's natural, defending those Robo and the tech, but unfortunately Zrq is just storming over the base, and we see some Zealot aggression back at Zrq's base based on a nice split up of his army.
Yeah, +2, they're going to shred through these SCVs pretty quick. They're trying to escape, stuck in their own choke point.
Wow, yeah, and Gurthang is actually getting Zrq to bring back his entire army to deal with this. Oh, we see another huge Zealot warping over here on the right.
Yep, Zealots moving in. They're going to change their mind after the Marine force shows up. Nope.
Oh, no.
For ire! There they go, all dead.
Oh, wow. Oh, and Zrq sees this pylon, so he can and we're gonna see him just bring over the entire army. And wow, look at this Widow Mine tank placement, just being able to scout to see Gurthang attempting to re-establish that third base.
Yep. Tank trying to deny that. Not quite gonna take care of it, but this Widow Mine here. 4 kills so far. For his ultimate demise, but...
Yeah, the one thing I'd really like to see Zrq beyond his endless base aggression is to actually sort of get...
This probe over here realizes he's a little far ahead, and he sprints out of the vision of Zrq. Zrq didn't quite catch it there. Oh, he sees it now.
Oh man, he's building it. Oh no. Oh, he doesn't see the pylon.
No, he missed the pylon here. A little too close. Gurthang dropping an insurance pylon right behind it. Yeah. Pretty good move there.
Wow, we see Zrqkyvx just taking 3 bases simultaneously. This is pretty...
Yeah, see, this is what Zrqkyvx does when he has minerals. He doesn't know how to spend. He takes
more command centers.
more command centers. Yep.
Oh, man, and we see a commanding lead with that 60 supply. Not only does Zrqkyvx have less workers than Gurthang, but he's just got so much army that he can just absolutely curb stomp.
Gurthang only has 2 sentries. He's going to need some miracle force fields for this to work, or he's going to need to catch him on the ramp. But I don't think this is looking scary for Gurthang. He's just standing here, not reacting.
Oh, yeah, we saw Gurthang's army just standing in that open space.
They're gonna
Oh, there's so much bio.
Colossus doing a lot of damage. There's just too much stuff.
Oh, man. Yeah, even though those medevacs weren't taking part, his bio just straight up Zergling swarmed the entire army.
He caught a chunk of Marines, but the army's free reign on the left side of the base here. He's only got Colossus.
Wow, third base denied again by Zrqkyvx. It looks like Zrqkyvx is not in any hurry.
No, he's not. He's got 5 bases now, man. He's all set.
Wow, look at this! He just keeps moving in and then pulling back. Gurthang cannot chase the army because then he would just get teared to shreds, but then at the same time, he can't defend straight up against this just massive bio ball from Zrqkyvx.
Yep. Zrqkyvx pushing into upgrades now. He's got +2, +3 on the way. Gurthang as well. I mean, that's gonna help, but Zrqkyvx's got so many more bases over his opponent here. One of them is gold. The Marines for days. He's gonna be sitting nice and comfortable on his mineral pile there. And there's Zealot run by though. Zealot run by up in the natural. Or not the natural, the third base. Pushing in. These attack upgrades, I don't feel very good to Marines that just pop out of the barracks.
Yeah, some really nice counterattacks going from Gurthang. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be buying him ever enough time to establish a third and a fourth base. Whenever Zrqkyvx pulls his entire army back, he just goes straight back down to deal with that third base. And we see the army moving out again.
His main and natural are mined out. He probably shouldn't be wasting excuse me, too many more minerals on these zealots though. You don't want to be throwing minerals away, especially at this stage of the game with your opponent as far ahead of you as he is.
Yeah, that's a really good point. He really needs that bio army. I'm sorry, that gateway army in order to sort of shield the Colossus while they use their laser beams to disintegrate the army.
Looking at a potential base trade here too. Gurthang's across the map. Zrqkyvx's pushing closer. Gurthang wants to get some damage done. Zrqkyvx's scanning ahead. He's not going to find an army anywhere.
Oh, man. Oh, looks like he's setting up for a Doom drop here. Nope.
Gurthang going for a desperation move. He's going to try and pick off this third base.
Wow, yeah, and we see this third base completely undefended. He's going to pick up some nice production here. But unfortunately, Zrqkyvx with the Doom drop.
Yeah, Doom drop going down, though. There's not much the Protoss can do. He doesn't have a mothership core, cannot recall home to defend this. And even if he did, he'd be jumping into a meat grinder.
Yeah, that's fair. We see Zrqkyvx doing the really smart thing. He knows he has the economy advantage, he knows he has more money in the bank, and he knows he has an outrageous army supply lead.
Yeah, he's got stim, he's got +3, he's finishing up now here in the next couple seconds. He's going to be picking away the production. Gurthang is in huge trouble. Huge trouble.
10 more seconds until that +3 attack.
Yep. 10 seconds.
Oh man, Zealots. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Gonna get it. Yep.
Oh, he got it. He gets it.
Does finish. Marines are gonna push in, take out the natural base. All the robotics facilities, pylons going down. There's nothing in the production tab for these two players. Oh well, Gurthang's got another Nexus going up. He's gonna try and revive himself on Zrqkyvx's third base.
Yeah, Zrqkyvx doing a really smart thing and actually lifting up multiple buildings and actually just spreading them out across the map and bringing the majority of them to his army.
Gurthang trying to hang in here so hard. This is his last game. He wants to close this out so bad, but Zrqkyvx just has so much stuff. The army supply is 146 to 84 in favor of Zrqkyvx.
Oh my goodness! And if we look at the medevac count, we see a stifling 18 medevacs out of Zrq.
Yep. A few of them are actually full of units, so there are more units hanging out.
That is 36 supply into medevacs. That is unbelievable. That is so many.
Yep.
It's like you go into a hospital and then like 3 neurosurgeons, 20 nurses, and then like 10 doctors just come up to you and you're like, "Are you feeling okay?" It's like, "Oh my goodness, no, I only need 1 medevac to heal me." Like, calm down.
What
My
are you guys
goodness.
doing? Right? What about the other patients? Oh man, Gurthang trying so hard to get back in this game, but he's on 1 base compared to Zrq's 3. No. Well, there will be a third. This command center is going to drop here on the other gold base. Zrq's floating a 4K bank. Gurthang is under 200.
We see Zrq also doing a smart thing, which is keeping his entire army together. This is really smart because Gurthang has a pretty strong gateway army, but then also a couple Colossus. So if he split up his bio army, he would actually be at a huge disadvantage versus Gurthang's couple of Colossus.
There's so much supply here though. This is not, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any contest. Zrq could just move up right now and it'd be like a steamroller over the Protoss army. Gurthang's just biding time here. I don't know. Zrq's feeling a little wary. He wants to get these tanks up here, but here it goes. He's going to scan forward. This is everything Gurthang has.
He gets a full scan. Let's see if he gets a split in the nice siege tank placement before Gurthang realizes. Oh, and he's picking up zealots. No! Oh, he's moving back.
Oh, no. He lost so much army to those force fields.
Oh, he could have picked up a huge advantage with the gateway, but we see him being a little hesitant here. At the same time, I do kind of like this play. Oh, and he's marching straight in. Oh,
holy crap, Colossus doing so much damage.
And the tank's doing a little bit of work, but we see him. Oh no, he's trying to move him forward. Oh no. Oh no.
On siege tanks, not good. 3 Colossus coming forward. These damaged Marines now, they've been stimming. Oh, force field.
Away! Why are you... No!
Gurthang almost evening up the supply. It's 85 to 66 now. That was
Wow.
insane.
Oh,
Insane.
Gurthang.
Wow. Yeah. There are no words.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, we see Zrq panicking a little bit with moving his bio army away, where instead of just engaging straight up, kind of ran away. And we see Gurthang with a really strong 1 base. I really hope Zrq. Oh yeah, so he's reestablishing his production now, and what we're gonna see is that he's gonna throw down more SCVs, more buildings, more supply depots, and really sort of push that economic advantage.
He's super supply blocked right now. He's got more minerals than he can handle at the moment. He needs to build some more. He's got 4 barracks.
Oh, and we see Gurthang trying to engage his army directly, and he gets Zrq to back off. Wow.
Evens it right up. Gurthang pulling ahead in supply slightly now. Gateways are going down. He's got warp gate tech, so reinforcement's going to be super fast. Gurthang is pulling back into this. He has no economy compared to Zrq, but he's picking up better engagements, whittling away at this army. Look how many medevacs there are compared to the number of Marines now.
Yeah, Zrq sort of unable to reestablish his production, unable to reestablish his SCV account. Oh man, oh Zrq, no, your macro doesn't suck. You just have to believe.
Have to believe here, Zrq.
Come on, Zrq.
Oh man, so players have effectively traded sides on the map now. Gurthang operating mostly where Gurthang started, and vice versa.
Yeah, we see this Gurthang's plan all along. He mines out his main and natural, and then goes and establishes himself.
Gurthang knows this gold is here. He's got to be careful about engaging this, though. The Terran army is right behind him. This is a planetary. He can't sacrifice any of these units. He needs them all.
He's not repairing! He's not repairing! Oh no, Zrq is deciding to go straight around. Oh, we see Gurthang doing a really nice adjustment, just bringing everything back.
He's trying to... Yep. This is a tiny army compared to the number of the Colossus here. Ooh, A move there real quick.
Oh man.
Force field's going down, picking off another half. Oh man, army supply 62 to 57 now. Gurthang up. Vikings on the way now though for Zrq. He's got it.
Yeah.
Doesn't want these Colossus to do anymore. He's building Vikings out of the starport.
Oh man, what I'd really like to see is Zrq just throwing down more production buildings. He has so many minerals that he could easily supply huge production while reestablishing his expansions.
Oh man,
Oh.
man, I don't know. Gurthang's trying to pull into this. If he keeps taking these kinds of engagements, he's going to stay around this landscaping here. He could potentially. Oh no, Zrq's losing all of his army. Oh, Viking going down, not doing enough damage to these Colossi. Almost got one. Almost got one. 5 HP.
Yeah. He does pick off a good number of zealots. Oh man. Oh, Gurthang is just pressing his advantage right now. Just being able to reestablish that army. He's definitely taking advantage by taking out these sparse bases left by Zrq.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, man, Gurthang's he's pulling ahead now. Zrq's falling back down the hill a little bit. Marines are trying to pick off this base, but they're gonna get caught out.
Oh man, boost the medevacs! Oh, please boost them!
Don't lose them, Zrq. This is your last chance, man.
Run! Get out!
Yeah.
Get out!
Stalker's moving in. They took out a good number of those medevacs. Still, Zrq can do whatever he wants at this point. He's got so many minerals. He just needs to get these barracks on track. He's gonna get reactors down. He could easily pull ahead at any time.
Oh yeah.
Anytime.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, just compare the production tabs right now. Gurthang's trying to get back in this. He's got some minerals, but oh man, this is such a weird game. I don't know what we're looking at.
Yeah. Honestly, also Zrq, he just seems to be stumbling on reestablishing his macro because it's just so crazy and weird.
Yeah, very strange game going on right now. Colossi moving in from the back, taking out some of the Marines again. It's like whatever Zrq rebuilds, he loses. These medevacs are falling too now.
He's losing the bio and all the medevacs. Oh, there's so many
Guardian
soldiers.
Shield. There's no 14 army supply left for Zrq. What is happening here?
Oh man, what a crazy game, Zero Lambda. This is unbelievable.
Absolutely nuts. Colossus moving in. Orbital trying to get out of here. Sentry's gonna tickle it to death, but you know, Zrq picking up all of his barracks, moving away from the army.
Oh man, he picked up all of his barracks. Oh, he has 4,000 minerals in the bank. Oh, only 20 supply. Oh.
Yep. Gurthang picked off the starport there on the left. Zrq didn't lift it in time.
Oh man, this small zealot port's doing so much work picking up supply depots.
Oh, Zrq's lighting his barracks right in line of Zrq taps out.
Zrq taps out.
Gurthang takes the series here.
Wow.
3-0 after. That is nuts.
Wow. What a game. What a game. Unbelievable by Gurthang. We had okay, let's be honest. I had totally written Gurthang off. I was like, there's just so much bio.
No, there's too much bio. That's exactly what we were saying. And, I don't
Man,
know.
but he did a really, really nice job just stabilizing out of all of that chaos, building up his gateway army and keeping those Colossus alive. So all he had to do was supply gateway units. And then he just got some really beautiful engagements on a bio army and then just took map control. That was a really beautiful move by Gurthang.
Crazy game. Gurthang swinging back, taking the whole series. All right. Get the guys back into Skype.
Skype!
What's going on, Gurthang?
Hey, Gurthang.
Oh, just a little stressed. My brother just popped into my room and said, that was pretty fun. Apparently he watched the last 2 matches.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
He then proceeded to give me a bunch of pointers about how I would have been screwed if the Zrq did X, Y, and Z, and I told him, you have to wait until after I do the interview.
Crazy stuff. Welcome back, Zrq.
Welcome, Zrq.
Holy crap. You guys, those are awesome games. Thanks so much for for playing
Last one
those
was
best
exhausting.
of 5. Yeah, crazy games.
What did I say about 3 games, eh?
Ugh. No,
That
you
last
did
one,
great.
you almost had me.
Oh, it was so close.
That one got
Nuts.
that was sloppy.
Nuts. But yeah, thanks for playing, guys. So, if you have any shout-outs you want to make, let's do that here real quick before we get into the interview. Start with Gurthang, if you have anything you have in particular.
No, not really.
Okay.
If you feel so inclined, you can follow me on Twitter at Gurthang _3019, but I don't know why you would do that. It's
Other than finding out about who the plat people are and BM people.
Oh, well, that's the other thing. I barely talk, except when I've got a bad day on ladder and someone's beating to me for beating them with a 4-gate. Well, you're a higher rank than me. What do you want? I'm not gonna macro
right.
against the platinum Zerg on insane. How am I gonna let you have 2-3 base?
How about you, Zrqkyvx? Any shout-outs there?
Not really. Shout out to Fade in chat.
Shout out to Faded Chat.
Yeah,
And
Fade.
GTA 4 helper, I guess. He's also there.
That's
Yes.
Death Row, I believe.
Yes.
And how about I know, Covert, that you have a shout-out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Dumps.
Exactly. Sometimes you just wake up and you have to go take a dump. Shout out to Morning Dumps.
Shout out to Morning Dubs. All right, cool. So let's hop in here, talk about the games. Game 1 on Inferno Pools. It's a 4-player map. Let's start with ZRQ. What were you thinking this map?
Expand CC first.
Yep, CC first before barracks, and
Yeah.
Gurthang kind
And
of
in the-
swung back here.
Yeah, in the back of my mind, it was like, how many gates is he gonna hit me with this time?
Yeah, pretty handily early aggression there. It seems like Coffee at guard. Usually you guys both play macro games. So I mean, is that what you were expecting? You wanted to expand first, get a quick econ lead.
Gurthang plays macro games?
Yeah. In your last series, if I recall, you guys did play macro games. Yes.
I don't know, I regated and 4-gated.
What? Oh,
See,
man.
Gurthang, all the horrible memories.
See, the 4-gate is really reactionary. I only did it because you went CC first. I was actually going to go like 1-gate expand or maybe a 3-gate expand on that map.
Why can't we just have a 5-hour-long macro game?
Because my fingers don't last that long.
Well, it lasted well enough for the 40-minute game.
Oh no.
Yeah, they've just about had it.
All right. Well, how about you then, ZRQ? Or I mean, Gurthang. Not ZRQ. I talked to ZRQ already. I love you, buddy. Okay. Gurthang, what were you thinking of this game? CC first before his barracks.
See,
How'd you respond?
I originally wanted to do, what I just said, to do a macro game, but noticing that there was a CC on the low ground, he wasn't even building it in his bases, just, oh, okay, if that's what you're doing, well then I'm going to build more pylons than I really should on your side of the map, and punish you for it, because that's the logical thing to do, right? So I just went up to 4 gateways. The other thing was he'd had that really annoying SCV all up in my base.
Yeah, he definitely saw what you were planning.
Looking at everything, and I didn't want to just put down a Nexus in front of said SCV, so I didn't. So I put down gateways instead.
Yeah,
Did you have some sort of inspiration for taking his gold base after your 4-gate aggression?
That was kind of a spur.
YOLO swag.
Yes, something like that. A spur of the moment decision. Decide, no, maybe if this doesn't go really well, but it only goes kind of okay, and he decides to like push me back down the ramp, I could just fall back over here and photon overcharge on this nexus, like right here, near his
Interesting.
base. And maybe that'll make something happen that'll be odd and interesting, and maybe I'll win because of it, or maybe I'll lose because of it. It's an interesting idea. There's also the matter of that's where I was on the map at the time, and I wanted to build a base. So I built it there because of movement economy. I didn't want to move my screen back to the other side of the map. I decided, let's just build all of our stuff here. That way I can build more pylons here, I can build more gateways here, I can do it all right here, right next to where I'm fighting him. Dangerous, but I don't have to move as far to do it.
Yeah, pretty crazy game one there. So, but moving into game 2 though, on Overgrowth, strategy kind of changed. You guys both switched back to macro for the most part. Let's start with you then, Gurthang, for Overgrowth. How are you planning to approach this after game 1?
Well, I decided that in this one I just opened with oracles because I don't think I've opened with oracles against Zrqkyvx in our last 2 series.
Yep, I don't recall that.
I don't use an oracle opener all that often, so I decided, why not? Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
It worked quite well. Although you would probably have noticed that I supply blocked myself because I was too busy looking around and scouting, and I forgot to build the second pylon in my base where it belonged, and I went to build it somewhere on the other side of the map, away from where the probe was at the time, and wasted more time.
It took a little while to bring that back into the positive.
So I ended up building my Stargate on my first pylon in my base, which was not really the intention. So that was
okay.
a little,
You were channeling the spirit of Artosis right there.
It was a little sloppy, just a tad. It was the pylon was supposed to be down on the other side of the map in time to warp in the Stargate on the other side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
But I hadn't gotten that far by the time it had to be that far. It wasn't really up to speed. So from there I decided, well, let's use the Oracle, keep it alive, it'll have more energy when it gets over there, it can kill more things, right? Go ahead.
Yeah.
And it worked out fairly well. After that, it just turned into a pretty standard game on my side anyway. Although I did notice that Zrqkyvx had taken the gold base tentatively, and I passed by it with my probe.
Yeah.
And then he said GG, and I was like, wait, what? I got a little confused for a second, and then I went back over there with something and noticed that he had just canceled it. Yes.
That was pretty much GG right there.
I mean, you didn't have to be so greedy, but okay.
No, I mean it ended up pulling into a pretty heavy duty game. I mean, you guys ended up pulling your armies together, and
Yeah, I got up to Colossus and almost got up to 3-3, and it got tense.
Oh yeah, very tense. Yes, it's kind of crazy there near the end, but table did end up tipping in your favor ultimately, but.
Yeah, so Zrqkyvx, what was going through your mind entering game 2 after having that early aggression thrown onto you game 1?
Well, I'm pretty sure you saw my expand for CC first, so I was like, well, let's do this in secret this time. Take a gold base while I'm at it, and wall off the front so there's no scout. But then that didn't go so well. As soon as that happened, like you're all the way behind. I don't know how it was coming back from that, except I don't know. I did manage to catch a third that was going up, I think, at some point.
Yeah, you had some really nice stabilization after you threw down the missile turrets. You sort of abated Gurthang's continued aggression with air, and then you sort of stabilized on a bio army. How did you feel sort of going into the mid to late game with your bio army?
I don't know. The whole thing felt like it was really behind because I didn't feel like I had enough SCVs or any SCVs at that matter. Oracle destroyed like who knows how many, and Phoenix came by, So
And didn't do a dang thing. Not
I
a
didn't see
thing.
any of it.
I mean, you pretty much balanced it out at that point, though. You were getting back toe to toe with him, and you were watching the back of your base again. So those Phoenixes and that Oracle didn't sneak in there a second time. The missile turrets kind of staved that off too. So, I mean, it was a pretty good defense. It took you to late game, definitely though.
Although I did notice the good job with the Oracle tags.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
those were
reparations.
yep, those were pretty important. He was able to see your army moving, especially because I like that you moved down to deny the third. I mean, you knew that he was getting it.
Yeah.
You wanted to knock that out as fast as you could, but the revelation kind of stopped that from going forward. But no, it was pretty good. I mean, overall game two, you guys were really even. I mean, you felt like you were behind, but it looked great from
Yeah.
the observer's perspective. I don't know.
Yeah.
You were doing everything right. At least it felt like from here. So yeah. Then there was game three on crazy game on Bonnie Research Station.
Man.
You guys are nuts, man.
That was stressful.
So we started off. It looked fairly normal until chaos ensued. So why don't you start us off here, Zrqkyvx? What was your plan going into game three?
I was flying off the back of the seat or back by the seat, and I was like, all of a sudden, I'm like, this looks like a mine drop. So I'm like, well, let's try that. I don't know how effective it was, but it got shot down instantly. I think I have a tendency to load things up into medevacs and have them all shot down.
But yeah, no, those Widow mines stuck around for so long though. He had to construct a photon cannon on top of him to see him because he didn't have a robo out yet.
Yeah, I hadn't gone for Robo yet. I was going for Blink.
I mean,
and
they handily cleaned out that base pretty fast.
yeah, I don't think I lost too many probes. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it wasn't that many.
Because I pulled the probes before, things got really messy.
Yeah.
But it did keep me from mining at my second base for like a full minute, which was a real pain in the butt. I was really upset. And then I threw away all those stalkers.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, it was a good denial there on Zrq's part, and then, I mean, Zrq, we saw your signature. I have lots of minerals. Let's make a lot of bases. And that just, you covered the map, and at that point, the production started rolling.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It was good.
I don't know. I'm looking at the defeat chart here, and I have 2,300 unspent resources.
That was a lot in the bank. You had so many. So many resources. I mean, I just saw a lot of Marines. There was at least a medevac or two for each one.
Yeah, that's until I lost all the Marines and only had an army of medevacs.
And then,
And so, yeah.
yeah, and then you guys switched map locations.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I intended to have tanks. I was like, why do I have tanks all of a sudden? Because I intended to build Widow mines, and I'm like, where do these tanks come from? But they did serve good because it stopped the blink attack or something.
Yeah, they did great. The bait, you baiting his stalkers into the Widow mine. That was pretty good. One tank at a time there. Yep.
Oh yeah, when he was sieging up my third for a while, that got really obnoxious. And of course, once I cleared that up, that's when I moved across the map up to the left side. And at this time, I imagine he had far more bases than I was aware of. Because I was thinking about the obvious fourth base that he would have on the left side up there, because I just saw that come in with a pylon that I managed to sneak into the corner there. So I decided, all right, I've pushed back his army. Let's move up here. And I was really ambitious about it because I didn't have a mothership core at the time. Now that I think about this, it was a very, very, very bad idea. Very bad. Unadvisable. But I went for it anyway.
And it ended up paying off in the end.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. All these games were close.
Thing.
It was.
Force fields won me that game.
Yeah, you guys are pretty crazy people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had Fate tell me that, but my army was 3 times the size, and I still lost that.
Like I said, force fields.
No, it was force fields too, though. Yeah, I mean your retreat. I mean he had more sentries than anything. The Colossus are what did the damage.
I think at some points I had like 10 plus sentries with those 3 Colossus and not much else.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of being able to wall off areas that are usually not chokes and just wall off the whole thing.
Yeah, that would have been crazy though. All you would have had to do was stem and whip around. I think Gurthang would have probably pooped his pants.
Yeah.
it
Yeah, there's
was getting
reading and more targeting down the Colossus with everything you had, there wouldn't be much I could do. My army was incredibly tiny.
Yeah. So don't count yourself out. I mean, you had it at that point. I mean, just a little bit of miscontrol, but it was solid. I think that you probably could have taken that one there.
Yeah, even though like it was stressful for you, it was stressful for Gurthang, it was stressful for us.
We were like,
You guys all played amazing games. You should be super pumped, because I am super pumped.
Yeah,
It
that was
was
great.
really nice job,
That was
guys.
a nice game.
I think that wraps up our best of 5 here. If you have any extra comments, but
No, that's great.
yeah,
You're amazing, Zero Lambda.
You're amazing, Cover. Love you too.
I love you.
Jeez.
Save it for
So, yeah.
later.
But no, thanks a lot for playing, guys. We got another match coming up here in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and push this along. Stick around. That's Bertrand versus Ghost Gambit. That should be great.
Oh,
That's their
their
second series. Yep. So
Good
it's gonna be
host.
pretty good. Yep. So we'll see you all in about 10 minutes. I think we'll get the stream spun up pretty soon. But
Alright.
get everything organized. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Good night.
You guys.
Bye.
Bye.